I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Now, I have to say, I'm excited about our topic today because I love kitchen hacks, right? Like ways to make things easier so that you're not spending as much time like cutting and, fussing around in the kitchen. And today, I feel like we're covering some pretty important topics that, are basic onions and garlic. But I mean, I cook with onions and garlic almost every day. So
as you should. Onions and garlic are two of the most medicinal foods out there. So it's really important, I think, that we know fast and easy ways to prepare them, because I used to spend a long time, way longer than I needed to.
Right. So let's dive in. Why don't you get started with talking about garlic?
Yes, I would love to talk about garlic. All right. So garlic, first of all, little garlic 101. Always skip the jarred garlic. Always skip the jarred garlic. I know that seems like the fastest kitchen hack, right? It's not. All right, let's stick with the real food. So we're looking for garlic that has like a nice tight skin, and once you break it open, you're getting individual cloves, nice and clean. Look at that. So I want to show you, before I give you a little demonstration on how I mince them, this for me is my kitchen hack when it comes to mincing garlic. As you know, obviously I started TLC Holistic as a food business. Do you understand that some days, I'm not even lying, some full, like for 5 hours, all I would do is chop and mince garlic by knife before I knew about this? Honestly.
And I still do chop. I need to get one of those because it takes a while.
It takes a while. And you know what? Why not cut corners where you can, where you're not going to take off nutrition, etc., but where you're going to take off prep time? So I'm all about it. So I'm going to pop up a video here of me actually using and mincing garlic. Okay. So basically I use the side of like a really big knife to give that garlic a crush. And you don't have to give it a hard whack. You don't have to make everything on your counter jump up and everything on your cutting board. Just take your knife and put just pressure on the garlic. All right. And then that peels it off. You can take the peel off. You stick your clove, as you can see, right into the mincer, close up on the video. Close it, push, and out comes your minced garlic. And then what I usually like to do is take the back of like a butter knife or spatula, and you can just collect the extra. And if you have a bit of extra on the inside, just use your finger and add it in there, or do another little push and scrape it off. Literally 1 minute, done, ready to go.
Best. That is the best hack because I'm still taking way too long to cut garlic. And when I see a recipe that calls for 8 cloves, I'm like, oh shoot. So thank you.
It's a real big time saver for sure. And you're more likely, this is what I think, for me anyways, I'm more likely to use an ingredient when I can get it done fast. And I don't want people to skimp out on the minced garlic because it's really good for you. So grab yourself one of these. You'll never skip out on the minced garlic.
I'm all over it. Amazing. Well, so we'll get into my hack then.
Yeah, what you got? I'm trying to see.
Mine it's about onions, right? And I'm going to demonstrate how to more easily dice an onion. Because for me, I used to take a long time, and I've been cooking now for a couple of years, and early on, I just didn't know how to do it until somebody showed me, and it was like life-changing. So I know that there's probably a lot of people already out there that know how to do this. So I'm going to get started here on cutting this onion and showing you the right way to dice it. So I'm just going to cut off the ends, and I'm going to give you a little tip at the end about what to do for the crying eyes, because it's when you cut off the end that you're going to have the watery eyes happening. So I'm just taking off that outer layer of skin. Try not to take too much of the outer layer of skin, keeping that. And then this is where the magic happens. You want to have a nice sharp knife. You're going to cut the onion in half, and you're going to work with one side at a time because we don't want it roly-poly and almost cutting off your finger. So we want that flat surface. Believe me, I've had enough kitchen accidents. So then what we're going to do is we're going to start putting in cuts along so it's, what's the right way? I cut it this way, and laid it down. And you'll see at the end, this is going to make really beautiful diced onions. So I'm literally just making some cuts, long cuts. And now I've turned it and I'm going to cut it this way. And look at that. Diced right there. It's diced as I cut it. This was life-changing for me because I used to go in and do like this with the knife. But now I've got perfect diced onions. And if you cut smaller, you can make them smaller, you know, or if you cut wider bits, then, you know, wider, you can change up your dicing. So I know it's super easy, but I wanted to share this because it's so important when you're cutting a million onions.
I agree.
And then my last.
Yes, the crying one, because I cry all the time. Like I'm soaking, please.
Right? Especially get through like 4 or 5 onions. You're like, oh. So I learned this in my job when I worked at Subway back in the day when I was a teenager, and we had to cut hundreds of onions. I would cry. And you know what? That's where I learned how to fix this problem. Turns out it's actually a gas coming from the onions that is being released as you cut it. And the gas goes and irritates your eyes. The best thing you can do is literally put a fan on your eyes. If you had like a little, you know, those little like menopausal fans, really, like, you know, or even fan with some air. Or what we did at Subway is we used to go into the big fridge and stand in front of the fan in the fridge, and it just blows away the gas, and then you stop crying.
That is absolutely amazing. Thank you for that too, because sometimes I forget as well. You're just trying to dice up things really quickly. And when you have a technique like that, as you said, it's life-changing. And like really, as we talk about anything in health, the foundation is the most important part. You're not going to build a pyramid of health and start from the top. Similarly, you can't really build a pyramid of successful cooking that's happy and stress-free without the basics.
Exactly. And we got basic kitchen hacks today. They're going to help you on your journey of nutrition. It's helped me. It's helped you. So I'm glad.
All right, guys. So now you know, eat your onions. Eat your garlic, you know how to prepare them fast and get lots of them into your belly.
In the belly.
All right, yes, until next time, I will see you soon.
Till next time.
Okay, bye.